said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of first at the 32.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wentz now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The 41-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It's taken on the 25. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. We're in 52. Watch 52.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and 1. That's into the hands of Edwards. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Taken down behind the line. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Now an option play on second down. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Lefty. 55. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check. Hot route. Hot. No. Run.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st down, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's third down.
They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
46-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Brought down.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And a pass complete here to Sanders. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
At their own 42-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Miles Sanders.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
40-yard line.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check 26, check 26.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled for a touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw him with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Shift. 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
About 3 yards there to the 27. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a
10 yards, good for a Saints 1st down.
1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
You ain't doing nothing today. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 49, check 49, check 49. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's the former Eagle, Malcolm Jenkins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Edwards. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Saints 10.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Will Parks. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Like 22, he's coming, 22.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check mark,
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's good.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Now a run with Edwards. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Saints on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. And going deep for Hill. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
Check, check.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run once more with Edwards. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You go take. You got tape. You got tape right there. Check 37. Check 37. Under 10.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Check Mike, man, not. 3 buzz. Go. Great.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's get it in.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Three down. Check Mike, 99. I got you, punk.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Sweetie! Double tight, guys, double tight. You got three down. Check Mike, 99. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.